So today I'm going to be answering your questions that you have about your eating disorder recovery process. So I thought I would add in this video a lot of the common questions that I get asked, whether that be from my clients or those on social media. And I hope to give you some insight and some answers to these questions, as I have fully recovered from an eating disorder myself, and I am a eating disorder recovery coach. So first, I'm going to go over to Instagram, where I asked you to ask me questions about the recovery process from an eating disorder. And the first question is it normal to experience extreme hunger even at a healthy weight? Okay, the first thing I want to say in response to this question is, how do you know what your healthy weight is? Everybody's body is different. I don't care if a doctor said that your BMI is within the healthy range, or someone said that you're at a healthy weight. It might not be the optimum healthy weight that your body wishes to be at. Now, extreme hunger is usually present when you are not yet at your optimum weight and you still need to nutritionally rehabilitate your body, put on weight. It can also be that extreme hunger will still be present even when your body has stabilized in its weight. But a lot of the time, those who do have extreme hunger, extreme mental hunger, do have more repairing to do within their body, whether that's repairing vital functions in their body, or gaining essential weight. I think one of the hardest things that people face during their recovery is experiencing extreme hunger and gaining weight and feeling like they've gained enough weight, so they shouldn't be feeling this hunger anymore. But the thing is, you don't decide what size your body is optimally healthy. And this means you have to disregard weight altogether. If you have extreme hunger, you follow extreme hunger, you follow mental hunger. It does not matter what weight you are. It does not matter if a doctor has said you're underweight, overweight, whatever. You need to put aside your weight and follow the hunger, because your body is telling you to eat. It's telling you to answer the extreme hunger, and you can't ignore these important signals. Once your body has repaired enough and gained enough weight to feel comfortable and to be optimally healthy, then you will likely find that your extreme hunger does decrease. The second part of this question I got was, is it still normal to keep thinking about food even when you eat past fullness, / eat thousands of calories? Yes, it is really normal to still feel mentally hungry after you have reached the point of when you physically feel stuff, because your mental hunger and your physical hunger often doesn't align when you're in recovery from your eating disorder. This is because your body is wanting to get out of energy deficit. So the mental signals that you get to eat are designed to tell you that you still need to eat more food, that you're not yet out of this energy deficit. It would be counterproductive for your body to turn off mental hunger signals once you have reached a physical fullness, because your body needs a lot more energy to recover. So yes, you can still feel hungry even though physically you feel stuffed. It's very common also for our digestion to not be used to the amount of food that we are eating in our recovery. So our digestion can be quite slow to respond to the amount of food that we're putting into it. It's not been experiencing this level of food, and when you've been through the period of restriction, your digestion and your digestive system has been dealing with a lot less food. Now, the only way to deal with this is to keep eating more food, and your digestion will catch up. And although the feeling of eating past your physical fullness can be uncomfortable, it is often necessary, because the more that you do this and the more that you eat to your mental hunger, the quicker that you're going to recover and rewire all your restrictive beliefs around food. So if you feel physically full, but you're still wanting food, you're mentally looking for what food, then you should still be eating. The more that you get out of this energy deficit and you gain this weight that you need to gain, the less times you'll have when you have to eat past this fullness, this uncomfortable feeling. And there will be a lot of uncomfortable feelings at the beginning for your digestion to catch up. But this isn't forever, and it's really important to know that you must keep doing this. Once your body is at this safe, healthy state, your mental and your physical hunger cues will align, and when you feel physically hungry, you'll feel mentally hungry, and normally they're pretty consistent with each other. For instance, now that I'm recovered from my eating disorder, I don't think about food all the time. The only time I think about food really is when I'm hungry, and then I'll eat the food and then I stop thinking about food. It's as simple as that. But when I was in my recovery, I did have a lot of extreme hunger. I ate past fullness every single day, and it was very uncomfortable for a long time, and I was thinking, how is this ever going to change? I keep making myself feel uncomfortable with my digestion, and I feel like it was necessary to go through that. And even though it was uncomfortable, it made me recover because it helped me get out of this energy deficit, and it helped me to rewire my brain and remove any chances of restrictive thoughts coming in. Because some of the time, restrictive thoughts can be, oh, I feel kind of full, so I'm going to stop eating. But really, you need to eat more food, so that's restriction. What you need to be doing is filling your mental hunger fully, even if your physical hunger is not present. And trust me, your mind knows when you restrict food, and every time you restrict food, it reinforces your eating disorder. The next question is, how do you buy new clothes not knowing what size you're going to end up? During my recovery process, I bought stretchy clothing. So things like leggings, things like joggers, baggy t-shirts, comfortable clothing. I never ever wore tight-fitting clothes or jeans because that would, well, first of all, I'd be bloated all the time, so jeans just weren't an option. But also, with the ability for your body to be changing sizes quite frequently, buying jeans that are not stretchy, do not allow for any growth, are not something that you want, and it's going to deter you from going further with your recovery, because you're going to be noticing changes in your body a lot more frequently if this clothing is restrictive. I would suggest, for the time when you're not really sure what weight you're going to end up and you're just gaining weight and letting your body do what it wants to do, wear baggy, stretchy clothing. Even once you've recovered, people's bodies do change in size, their weight fluctuates, but you might get to a stage when your body has been stable for quite some time, so then you decide to go and buy some more fitted clothes, start wearing things that you like more. So the next question is how to build a better support system in your recovery. And this is important because without a good support system, you can feel really alone in your recovery process. So when I was recovering, I didn't have a huge support system. I was living with my boyfriend. I still live with him now, and he was very supportive and caring. He didn't really understand the eating disorder though, because I feel like if you've never had an eating disorder, it is quite hard to understand. So I did use platforms such as Instagram to document my journey and to get some more support from other people, and that's what I do my Instagram now, and I share loads of different posts on things that can help you with your recovery, because I feel like it really helped me during my recovery process to read about other people's experiences and to make myself not feel as alone. But I would also say make sure you reach out to people. I know it can feel really scary reaching out to people and telling them about your eating disorder and the fact that you're recovering, but it can take the stress off things by knowing that they know about what's going on with you at the moment. Okay, so the next question is, did you lose your libido during your eating disorder? And yes, I did. I lost my libido for a very long time, to the point where like I didn't want any sexual interactions with my boyfriend. I didn't even really want to be touched. I was agitated all the time. I also wasn't comfortable with showing my body because I had body dysmorphia. So it's very normal to lose your libido, and the reason that it is normal is your body is conserving its energy for more vital functions. So that's why some people lose their periods during their eating disorder, but not everyone does. It all depends on the person's circumstances, and if you still have your period, then that doesn't mean that you don't have an eating disorder. But your body can be relocating its energies for more vital functions, such as digesting food, keeping your heart beating, your lungs working, all of these things which are more vital for your survival than sexual activities. And once you do go through the recovery and you regain the weight you need to gain and you get out of energy deficit, then you will find that it comes back and you will be more interested in sex again and interested in lots of different things that your body didn't allow you to be before because all your energy was going towards different things. Okay, the next question is, how did you know what to eat? Now, there will be times when you sort of have this moment where you're like, I don't know what to eat, I don't really physically feel like anything, but mentally I want everything, so I don't know what to eat. So my main tip is to get a variety of food in front of you so that you can have as much as you want of each of the different kinds of food and eat foods that maybe you knew that you liked before your eating disorder, and even try new foods, and don't restrict any foods. If you think that a food sounds interesting to you, then you should eat that, and that's really how you navigate it. And then the more that you kind of eat these foods, the more that you'll realise what foods you like best. Yes, go to the supermarket, buy everything that you want to eat, everything that looks good, everything that sounds good, and then go home, put it all in front of you, and then you can experiment with all the foods. So those are all the questions that I have time to talk about today, but if you want me to do another one of these videos, then let me know. I will usually take questions via Instagram, so I'll leave my Instagram link in the description below. But you can also ask questions in the YouTube comments and I can also answer them too. I hope this video helps you, and the last thing I want to say is not all of the things I'll say will apply to you and your recovery and your eating disorder, and that's okay. You don't need to feel like you relate to everything. So if you don't find some of the things I say useful to you, then please disregard it and take the stuff that you find useful from me. I hope you all have a really good rest of the day. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you can keep updated with all the new videos I make. Good luck with your recovery. Take care. Bye.